What did you see from this game tonight? What did you take away from it?
Yeah, I mean, I was doomed by a poor start, really. I thought the start was low energy. Then, of course, the second quarter, we had a lineup in there that had been producing a lot for us offensively, went through a huge dry spell. Obviously Ant had it going tonight. In the second half, we were able to find some rhythm between him and Julius, but then we couldn't get stops at the other end of the floor consistently. So it was just disjointed from the get-go, really.
I know you'd like to see the winning result come with a career high game for Ant, but just the topic of pregame and the frustrations from last game, what's your assessment on him tonight to be able to bounce back in this?
Yeah, I mean, he did a lot of great things. He went fast. He was decisive. He stayed committed to going in one direction. He got around guys, turned corners. Was back to committing to shooting his three when he was there. Got to the free throw line. So a lot of things that we've talked about him doing to get himself going. So.
Do you sense any correlation between the night that he had and the night that you had scoring outside of him? The fact that he was shooting as much as he did?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, that's the thing. I mean, we definitely got to get more people involved in the game for sure. I mean, but that wasn't necessarily all on him. I think early on, we missed a bunch of wide open shots. I thought that we needed to go in. I think for times he was the only thing that kept us anywhere close to having a chance. So.
With the starting unit, do you sense that he was maybe shouldering the scoring load because Mike has been struggling, Rudy has been struggling, Jaden has been struggling to score, that he feels pressure because his teammates are struggling to put the ball in the basket right now?
I mean, I don't think so. I think he came in with the mindset that he was going to be super aggressive tonight, but that's a question you'll have to ask him. So.
What do Mike and Rudy have to do to get going? And for long stretches, you're sitting them in the second half of late, and it seems like just their role has diminished of late. What do they have to do to get back to where they were?
Yeah, I mean, for Rudy, it's literally all about his defense. He's got to get back to being a great presence at the rim and anchoring our defense. I think Mike, we need to. We need him. We talked about this. We need him to be aggressive in the start of games. I'm going to have to call some plays to make him to direct the ball back into his hands. So that's on me there. So
that dry spell in the second, was it shot selection, ball movement? Was it just shots should have gone in? Then just.
I mean, I think it was a little bit of everything. When we did generate some good movement, we didn't make the shots. There was some time I think we took a bunch of one-pass shots. Really, when they were making a little bit of a run. We got to be willing to work for our offense a bit more.
You mentioned the low energy start. When it comes to things like energy, body language, effort, communication, things that you can control regardless of whether shots go in or not, where is this team at right now with that stuff?
It's not has definitely room to grow there for sure. I think we let shot making and runs in the game and that kind of stuff affect us too much from a mood point of view. I'd like to see a little bit more, particularly that first group. Just, we should do things we should dominate the glass with the size that we do have out there. There were opportunities to go to the glass. I didn't see us doing that. We should dominate both ends of the glass, but that group also struggled to rebound too. So defensively,
534 games into the season here with these slow starts, and do you still view it as that group has to still get more time to gel together? Do you ponder a change?
Everything we think about these things all the time. It's not like, you guys ask me this question all the time. If I felt that the magic bullet was changing the starter lineup, I would have done that already. I don't think I'm being particularly stubborn. There's a chain reaction to everything that you do. There are other combinations and things that go on the floor that are just as important, if not more so important, than the starting lineup. In fact, our starters didn't get us off to a poor start tonight, except that it had some low energy. I didn't like their defense particularly, but I thought that, offensively they looked okay. It was the second or blended unit that had been good for us. That was the one that struggled tonight. So that's a little bit the story of our season so far, It's the consistency of all these different pieces just hasn't been there. So.
Any other questions?
Yep, thanks.